Hi and welcome to the Corley and Fillongley's very first video capture. We're going to run through some very basics in Photoshop CS6. So your first thing you do is you start your software up by hitting your icon on your desktop and you'll be presented with this page. Now we need to bring a file into here, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into File, Open. I'm going to go to my desktop, which is where the file is. I'm going to bring this file in here, which is called Waterfall at Bedworth. Click on that, press open, and your photograph will be brought into Photoshop. Now I'm going to run through a couple of basic shortcuts. The first one I'm going to run through is press your Control key, press your plus key, and your photograph will get larger. Press your Control key and your minus key, and your photograph will get smaller. So that's one of your first basics. A second basic is your F key. If you press your F key once, then twice, your photograph will go onto the background colour and it'll be totally uncluttered. You can then go press your Control key plus, Control key minus, and then if you want to do, press your Escape key and that'll bring you back into Photoshop with your photograph. So that's your first basics. Right, if you want to do some simple edits on your photograph you've brought in, we can now go into and grab this tool here, which is your crop key. We may decide we want to crop the picture, so we're going to grab the crop tool, drag and drop it down to say here. And if you move your up and down arrow keys, you can move the crop sideways, up and down to where you feel you need to want to put it. And once you've decided that's where it wants to go, hit your enter key and that'll lock the crop. I always turn these bounding bars by hitting that square, and there we're back to where your photograph cropped. Now we may decide that we want to do something else with it, like turn it into a black and white, so we can go into Image, down to Adjustments, across to black and white, and your photograph will turn to black and white. I'm just going to go Control key plus and enlarge it a little bit. Now these black and white filters, if we grab one of the filters, we'll grab the red one to start and we'll pull it all the way across to the right. And you'll see some changes in the photograph all the way to the left. You see some more changes. So you can manipulate your photograph by altering these to suit your needs. And when you've got your photograph how you decide you'd like it, and you're happy with that, press the OK and that'll lock it in. So once you've got your photograph how you like it, you may decide that you want to save this photograph. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go save the photograph. So go into File, Save As, and we're going to save it as a JPEG, and we're going to call this on the desktop. We're going to save it on the desktop as a JPEG, and we're going to call this